I've spent the last 10 years reading over 1,000 business books trying to figure out what successful people were doing differently so that I could finally break through and get rich. And today is your lucky day because you don't have to waste the next 10 years of your life to get this knowledge. Instead, you just need to know about the 11 books I'll share with you in this video that'll completely transform your life. The last 3 are the most important if you want to get rich. So please make sure you don't skip those, and there will be a special surprise, a chance to receive a free book that could change your life. Let's dive in. After my bankruptcy and losing almost everything, the first book on this list was a huge part of my transformation from having major limiting beliefs to a world of unlimited possibilities. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. Eker explores the mental attitudes and beliefs of wealthy individuals, providing practical advice on how to adopt these mindsets to achieve financial success. Eker also drives home the importance of positive affirmations around money, and I'll never forget actually spending a full year reprogramming my mind with one specific affirmation. In 2015, as I started reading this book, I made a commitment to myself I would follow Eker's instructions to the letter. And one of these requests in the book was a daily affirmation that really seemed a little bit awkward, but you know what? I did it anyway. In our master bathroom, we had a separate toilet room, right? Where you could close the door while doing your business. So I took this wonderful little mirror, actually an amazing, amazing Christmas gift from my corporate retail pharmacy job of almost 20 years. And I stuck it basically on the wall, right? Directly across from the toilet. And I placed this affirmation directly above it. Now, after standing up every morning, I would look into the mirror at myself and read, I, JD Gibson, do hereby commit to becoming a millionaire or more by January 2020. Of course, I would frequently hear my wife in the main part of the bathroom or the bedroom chuckling and poking fun at me. It was kind of hilarious, but you know what? After starting the ritual in early 2015 and continuing for over a year, I became a millionaire by late 2016, almost 4 years before my 2020 goal. Who's chuckling now, right? Now, that's not typical for most people, but I can guarantee doors will open much faster than you realize. You just have to be ready and seize the opportunities as they present themselves. Some will say it was luck, but I truly believe we create our own luck. Take consistent, inspired action, and you will be lucky too, I guarantee it. But anyway, the 5 key takeaways from this book are Wealth Files, 17 attitudes and habits of wealthy individuals. Money Blueprint, your subconscious programming around money. Think big, expanding your financial goals and aspirations. Commit to wealth, fully committing to becoming wealthy. Manage your money, effective money management practices. Great action items in this one will help you to identify and reshape your money blueprint. Adopt the 17 wealth files. Set and pursue ambitious financial goals. Commit to ongoing personal and financial growth. And implement a money management system. Now, the next 2 books really drive home how important it is to utilize story in your business building endeavors. We all have a unique story. And this, in my opinion, is what will help us create a blue ocean for our products or services. With so much competition in just about every niche, using story is what will make you stand out from the crowd. Next up is Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. Miller provides a framework for crafting compelling brand stories that engage customers and drive business growth. The 5 main key takeaways are clarify your message, simplify your message to engage customers. Story Brand Framework, a 7-part framework to create your brand story. Customer as hero, position your customer as the hero, not your brand. Solve problems, identify and address your customer's problems. Call to action, always include a clear call to action. And some action items you can get started right away will be simplify your brand message. Use the Story Brand Framework to craft your story. Focus on your customer's journey and address customer pain points in your messaging. And finally, include clear calls to action in all communications. Next up is Sell with a Story by Paul Smith. Smith emphasizes the power of storytelling in sales, providing techniques for crafting and delivering compelling sales stories. His 5 key takeaways are: why stories matter. Stories build emotional connections and trust. Types of sales stories. Different stories serve different purposes. Structure. Key elements of a compelling story. Delivery, effective ways to tell your story. Impact, how stories influence decisions and drive sales. Now, his action items help you to identify the key stories you need in your sales process. Develop and refine these stories. Practice delivering your stories with confidence. And use stories to build rapport and trust with customers. And finally, measure the impact of storytelling on your sales performance. Coming in at number 4, and in my opinion, the foundation for really changing your life, which is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Finding your why is crucial because it serves as the foundation for motivation, direction, and fulfillment in your life. Your why is your core purpose, the driving force behind your actions and decisions. It provides clarity and focus, helping you navigate challenges and stay committed to your goals. By understanding and embracing your why, you can align your efforts with your deepest values and passions, leading to greater satisfaction and success in both personal and professional endeavors. Ultimately, your why gives meaning to your journey and empowers you to make a positive impact on the world around you. Start With Why emphasizes the importance of understanding and articulating your purpose. Sinek argues that great leaders and organizations start with why before figuring out what and how. The 5 key takeaways from this book are the golden circle. Start with why, move to how, and then what. Inspiration over manipulation. Leaders who inspire create loyal followers. Clarity, discipline, and consistency. These 3 elements are crucial for effective leadership. People buy why you do it. Customers are more likely to support brands they feel connected to. The law of diffusion of innovation. Innovators and early adopters are crucial for spreading ideas through the population to the early majority and late majority. Some great action items in this book will push you to define your why statement. Align your actions and decisions with your why. Communicate your why to your team and customers. Foster a culture that supports your why. And evaluate your progress and adjust as needed. At number 5, and a major part of the foundation as well, are books that help you really understand mindset and help you change your paradigm. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This classic book is a compilation of principles for personal success, derived from interviews with some of the most successful individuals of Hill's time. The 5 key takeaways from this book are desire, the starting point of all achievement; faith, visualization and belief in the attainment of desire; autosuggestion, influencing the subconscious mind through repeated affirmation; specialized knowledge, continuous learning and specialization; imagination, the workshop of the mind where ideas are formed. Some great action items in this book will help you define your major purpose and set clear goals. Develop a positive mindset and belief in your success. Practice daily affirmations and visualizations. Invest in acquiring specialized knowledge. Regularly brainstorm and innovate. Now, the next book on my list was introduced to me by one of the first online ventures I started with, and although I was really never successful with their business curriculum per se, what they did do really well was to really encourage personal growth and development. So indirectly, you could say that they were the catalyst to helping me earn millions. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by good old Robert Kiyosaki. Kiyosaki contrasts the financial philosophies of his Rich Dad and Poor Dad, offering insights into building wealth through investing and entrepreneurship. The 5 key takeaways from this book are assets versus liabilities. Understand the difference and focus on acquiring assets. Financial education, the importance of financial literacy. Work to learn, seek knowledge over job security. Mind your own business. Focus on building and managing your own business. Overcoming obstacles, addressing fear, cynicism, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance. Action items encourage you to educate yourself about financial literacy. Invest in assets, not liabilities. Pursue opportunities to learn and grow. Start your own business or side hustle. And address personal obstacles to financial success. Now, we will pivot a little bit and jump into a book that dives a little more into the nuts and bolts of creating a business. The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. Ries introduces a new approach to business development, emphasizing rapid iteration, validated learning, and pivoting based on feedback. The 5 key takeaways are: build, measure, learn, a cycle for continuous improvement; validated learning, test assumptions with real data; minimum viable product or MVP, start with the simplest versions of your product; pivot or persevere, be prepared to change direction based on feedback; innovation accounting, measure progress through actionable metrics. And his action items push you to implement the build, measure, learn cycle in your business. Focus on validated learning to test assumptions. Develop and launch an MVP. Regularly evaluate feedback and be ready to pivot. And use innovation accounting to track progress. This next book is really incredible. It's so simple, yet so powerful if you take time to really study its meanings. Oh man, this book was extremely helpful in teaching me not to be complacent, because nothing lasts forever and things do and will always change. Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. A simple parable about change, illustrating how individuals react to unexpected shifts in their work or life. 5 key takeaways from this one are: change happens. Accept that change is a constant. Anticipate change. Be prepared for that change. Monitor change. Stay aware of your surroundings and potential changes. Adapt quickly. The quicker you adapt, the more satisfied you'll be. Enjoy change. Embrace and enjoy the process of change. His book will help you embrace change as an opportunity. Develop strategies to anticipate change. Stay alert to changes in your environment. Cultivate a mindset of flexibility and adaptability. And find ways to enjoy and benefit from change. Now, an important part of becoming financially literate is understanding the global economy and the inevitable cycles that will occur. The following book will help you navigate and in some instances predict where you might want to invest. The Changing World Order by Ray Dalio. Dalio examines historical cycles of rise and decline in global powers, offering insights into the current economic and political landscape. His takeaways include historical cycles, understanding the patterns of rise and decline; economic principles, fundamental principles driving economic shifts; indicators, key indicators of changing world orders; preparation, how to prepare for and adapt to changes; leadership, the role of effective leadership in navigating change. Dalio will encourage you to study historical cycles and patterns, understand economic principles affecting global shifts, monitor key indicators of change, develop strategies to adapt to global shifts, and foster leadership skills to navigate changes. Really, the main point, in my opinion, is to start paying more attention to the world around us and how it affects us economically. Now, let's move to the next one. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This book covers the gamut of greatness and really helped wake me up not only to setting clear goals, but more importantly, how to interact with my family more effectively. Covey outlines 7 habits that can help individuals achieve personal and professional effectiveness. He teaches you to be proactive, take responsibility for your actions and attitudes. Begin with the end in mind. Define clear goals and visions. Put first things first. Prioritize important tasks over urgent ones. Think win-win. Seek mutually beneficial solutions. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Practice sympathetic listening. Practice proactive behavior and decision making. Improve listening and communication skills. Truly an exceptional piece of work. Last but not least, a book dear to my heart. Not because it's groundbreaking or solves all of your problems, but honestly, because I wrote it. Middle Class Mindset Escape Plan by none other than JD Gibson. In my book, I share my personal experience of going through bankruptcy, a challenging period that tested my resilience and determination. Facing bankruptcy was a humbling and eye-opening ordeal, forcing me to confront my financial habits and reassess my approach to money management. The process stripped away any illusions of financial stability I once had and pushed me to rebuild my life from the ground up. Through this journey, I learned invaluable lessons about the importance of financial literacy, the dangers of debt, and the power of a proactive mindset. This experience ultimately fueled my commitment to breaking free from the middle class mindset and achieving lasting financial independence. Now, please don't get me wrong. When I refer to the middle class mindset, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the middle class, but what I have an issue with is the consumer mindset and issues pushed on us by the large credit institutions and the lack of financial education provided through our conventional education system, which doesn't provide us the skills honestly, to properly navigate finances and investment strategy. So my mission when writing this book was to share some of what I learned and to inspire people like you to get excited about learning again and to never quit learning. And some of my key takeaways and action-taking steps center around cultivating an abundance mindset. Drop the scarcity ideas. They will never serve you. Develop a debt management plan. Start investing to build wealth. Create multiple income streams. And absolutely most important, in my opinion, commit to ongoing learning and growth. You will notice at the end of each chapter listed as an action step, read. One of my favorite lines in the book is read. Even if it's only while you drop that deuce, no excuse. But in all seriousness, it doesn't have to strictly mean physically reading books. Listen to audiobooks or podcasts and even instructional YouTube videos. Just continue to educate yourself and become an intentional lifelong learner. It'll pay off, I promise. Thank you for joining me on this journey through these transformative books. Remember, knowledge is power, but only when you put it into action. Start applying these takeaways and action items in your life today. And as promised, here's your chance to get a free PDF of my book and a chance to get a free physical book sent to you as well. Simply subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment below with your biggest takeaway or your favorite book. All comments will receive a free PDF, and 3 lucky winners will be chosen next week for free physical copies. Until next time, stay inspired and keep pushing forward.